Hello everybody, it's time for another stream. It's 6:15 in the morning for me right now, and I will be live streaming this for I guess until I'm done or until I get bored or whatever happens. Also, my thumbnail refuses to update, so I can't update my thumbnail. It's part 4. So if you all see that and it says part 3, that's been pissing me off. It's supposed to be part 4. I put a whole new thumbnail for it. But anyway, all of you enjoyed the show. I'm just going to be here, just doing this assignment. Also creating my future character. I'm going to try and animate him later. But first order of business is to create the character. And I got to try and make him as cool as possible. So anyway, without further ado, let's start with some music. Now, in the guy's video, he did show me that something new, and I'll be doing this guy's video here. It's this video here, character model building, if you guys can see it. And the music I will be listening to is this, with Samurai. So, because that's what this character is. He's a samurai. And I guess let's get started. So
the body, the top of the arm.
Oh, maybe I got one too many objects selected. There we go. Let's see. Try again. Nope. Not working. Hmm.
Face normals, you will see these little green hairs. Those are the instant, and there you have you will notice the textures go basic both in this bolt and in this bolt right here. The options. And the very basic UI, and there you have it, is this.
Let's try the snap together tool.
shoulders, so I'll start moving it around and repositioning it out, and just snation of the upper torso. So first, I'll move that ring that I have in the upper torso down, and then I'll extrude the top two faces from the upper torso out and just snap those.
I have two objects selected. What the fuck? Canvas what? Cannot see it. Okay, so I gotta uncombine things. That's why.
And now I need to torso in the upper torso down.
Nothing.
And move and rotate the object. So when I say that is the first step. It's command. Arrow point. Now I have both of these meshes. They snap together to the direction. So I'm going to hit Q, select this. What I'm going to do is reverse the normals of this object right here, so that my normals, instead of facing the right direction, they will be facing the opposite direction. And I'm going to use that to move the bolt to the surface, and then I will reverse the normals one more time. So the way that we do this, I'm going to select the object, get rid of the black and we're going to go to mesh display, and we want to go to reverse. This will reverse the direction from the normal, like this. And your object looks like it's ghosted. What you have to do is select the object, select again. I'm going to bring back my face normal. And notice how the normals now are facing in one direction. But when I use the tool, select snap to the tool, and then I say I want this point right here to be snapped to the helmet. Notice how the blue arrow now is facing.
Sorry if this is confusing to anybody, but I'm just watching these videos to try and learn as much as I can.
On top of, again, let me put this first direction of my normals so that they work correctly.
Another commercial, YouTube commercial.
No ads, all summer long.
Any piece of architecture, foliage, or a you have to be able to control where you modify the pivot point you're going to use. Let's go ahead and enable snap into the grid. And now if you left click or middle mouse click any, if we disable snap into the grid and enable to the edge, we disable snap into the curves and enable snap into points. This will enable objects to be snapped to vertices. So left click and hold or middle mouse click and hold. And this will snap to object.
Not quite.
Two vertices or can open and snap to the curves. We'll snap to modify the pivot. This is now the new pivot point for the E key. Middle mouse click. Pivot point now are. This will activate the pivot.
Snapping. Okay, here's a quick tip.
When moving objects or components in Maya, it is often useful to be able to place them precisely in the scene.
Now, how does this guy do this?
Down, and then I'll extrude the top two faces from the upper torso out and just snap those to the arm. This is going to become the new shoulder, continuation of the upper torso. So first, I'll move that ring that I have in the upper torso down, and then I'll extrude the top two faces from the upper torso out and just snap those to the arm. This is going to become the new shoulder, so I'll start moving it around and reposition the torso out and just snap those to the arm. This is going to become the new shoulder, so I'll start moving it around and repositioning it. And now I need to connect things under the arm. So we remember that the pectoral down, and then I'll extrude the top two faces from the upper torso out and just snap those to the arm. This is going to become the new shoulder, so I'll start moving it around and repositioning it. And now I need to connect things under the arm. So we remember that the pectoral flows into the side of the arm. And if I try and make that connection happen by default right now using the bridge tool, I'll see that there's a mismatch in the number of subdivisions. So I'll select the edge row that runs down the side of the body and I'll bevel it to split it into two. Those extras, and I'll
Okay, so
this is going to happen. new. I'll move that snap from the upper torso out and just snap those to the from the upper. Extrude the top two faces from the upper torso out and just snap those to the arm.
I don't know how he fucking does it. Reg! Alright, I'll just use my multi-cut. That doesn't help either. Okay, I don't know what the fuck he does with snapping. Pivot points, snapping, and other modeling tools. Okay, let's see what this guy
We talked about chamfering vertices. I don't use that very often, but it's nice to know it's there. If I select a vertex and push this button, I've created a little plane, a little triangular polygon out of that vertex. If the vertex is shared by 4 polygons, and I click my chamfer button, it'll create more of a diamond shape there instead of a triangle. And I can scale that, I can extrude that out, I can do all sorts of fun things with it. You'll also notice when you extrude a face that by default this manipulator tool is oriented on the axis of the plane that's been extruded. So this allows me to pull out that extrusion not according to the axes of the world, but according to the local axis of the planes that I've extruded. That can be really useful. Okay, in addition to the other tools we also have what's called cut faces. That's this tool right here. This is going to allow me to, as if with a razor blade, slice through several faces at once. So I want to make sure that I'm in the right viewport so that when I use the cut faces tool, I can cut those faces together in a way that works for what I want to do. Because that cut faces tool is going to cut through multiple faces at once. So if I'm not careful, everything that's selected will be cut along this line, and I can get that wrong. So in this case, I'll take a top view, and I'll start right about where I want to cut those. If I hold down the Shift key while I'm holding this button, it'll snap that cut faces tool to a 90-degree angle or a 45-degree angle. When I let go, now I've made the cut, and it is slicing through all 8 of those planes. That's a quick way to add some additional edges to your geometry. Cut faces. I'm going to go ahead and delete these faces.
I don't know what
now.
I just did.
The next tool in the line is called Merge Vertices, or Border Edges. So if I take these edges and I scale them together so that they're near each other,
I figured out something I did wrong.
Associated with them, I can click this button, Merge Vertices.
So I'm going to just
those vertices that are within this threshold will become 1. Now if I just select that vertex, I can test it to see
maybe I can bridge them now.
So I click that and lift it up, and I can always undo it to move it back where it was. But now that I know that those vertices are merged together and I've got a single skinned
Belt selection requires equal number of borders. I don't want you anymore. Get out of here. What was that guy's tool that he was talking about?
This is to under the body to the side of the arm. I can also use these extra rows to help define a new created. And then I'll use bridge to connect under the body to the side of the arm. I can also use these extra rows to help define. Right now, using the bridge tool, I'll see that there's a mismatch in the number of subdivisions. So I'll select the edge row that runs down the side. subdivisions are really going to help when it comes to connecting things up. So I'll use my bridge tool to connect the back row and the arm to that back subdivision that I just created. And then I'll use bridge to connect under the body to the side of the arm. I can also use these extra rows to help define anatomy a little bit better. So I'll take some volume out of the front end and I'll add some volume to the back, and this matches the way the lats actually sit on the body. The lats are towards the back of the body, not towards the front. Okay, let's finish up connecting here. I'm going to use my insert edge loop tool to add another row right in that big area there.
Okay. So he does an insert edge loop tool. Not this one.
And I'll merge those verts to the verts on the front and the back.
Oh, he merges verts. That's how he does it. Merge vertex tool. Whenever you're using this, you always want to save. God damn it. I quit. I just gotta try and line them up as best I can. I couldn't figure it out earlier. I thought I could, but couldn't. So right now I just don't care anymore. I'll worry about it later. There's going to be a slight indentation right in the middle of his chest anyway. So I can use that later. Alright, let's go ahead and define his body a little bit better with these inserted verts. There we go. Alright, now that we've attached his arm, let's move on.
The arm. And then I'll use my multi-cut tool to connect across the chest, and now we're trying to define that pectoral area better. To fix the hole, I'll just use the fill hole tool and then delete that triangle edge that's there. And then I'll use my multi-cut again to cut across that next row. So I'm basically adding a whole nother row in there. And now everything is attached. So I have to go through and polish the anatomy, make things look better, and also flesh out a few gaps. So I'll use my insert edge loop tool to add an edge ring across the chest and across the back, and then I'll connect those to the corresponding points on the arm.
Alright, so he puts one right across the chest, so I'm gonna insert edge loop. Down at the bottom right here. So let's just make that a little bit bigger, because he does have an alright bicep. But I might add in some more stuff later. So for right now, I'm just trying to figure out little things here and there. So let's bring this up a little bit. Alright, comparing his shoulder to that picture there, it's right in just a little bit right there. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so what else does he got for me? That's what it looks like. But when I go into that mode, it looks pretty good. That's what it looks like right there. So let's go into that mode. I'm gonna have to smooth it out later. This is what I want. Ultimately, that's what I want. I'm gonna have to fix this center indentation. Hang on. Let's add an edge loop right over there. There we go. Done. It's kind of difficult sitting on these chairs for long periods of time. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, this one. There we go. There we go. Let's see that's a vast improvement over last time. Still, that looks kind of bad. That looks good. Bad, good. Bad, good. Bad, good. There we go. Okay, let's just go into this mode here. All right, let's see what else he does.
I'm left with two triangles in those arm areas that I'm gonna.
Hello, Bendy.
Looking at our finished product, we'll see that there.
I've been streaming for about 45 minutes, I guess, and this is about as far as I've gotten from the last time. All I've done really is just attach the shoulder to the arm. That's all, and I've been trying to figure that out for quite a while. And then he finally reveals point merging, which is merging these points together. And I was like, oh, that's a saving grace. And just to let everybody know, if I don't respond, that means I am not paying much attention to the chat.
So I specifically need to create this group of quads here on my model. I'll connect these points on the outside of the shoulder using my multi-cut tool and delete these two edges just to move some quads around. Then I'll use my multi-cut again to create another V going in the opposite direction. I'll cut across the center of that V, and I'll delete a few edges, and now I've got a bunch of nice quads. I've got that shape that I saw on the finished model. And now that I've got the topology figured out, I can focus on the anatomy. So I'll adjust the verts in the upper chest and shoulder area. I'm looking to capture more of the anatomy, so I'm looking at my reference while I do this, but I can only get so close with my low-res mesh. I know that this sculpting is going to capture a lot more of this detail, so I won't. back, I'm going to use this to define the shoulder blade area and to help me define the spine region. With the spine, we have to remember that the spine is recessed into the back. It's the next row over that we pull out to create some volume for the shoulder blade.
Okay.
With the chest and
Okay, slow down, man. Trying to define his core a bit more. Alright, now this guy said something about shoulder blades, so I'm gonna try and fix this guy's spine, because this is not how a spine looks like. Crap, that's the wrong direction. No! Okay, there's his shoulder blade. That's his upper muscles. Alright, now let's define those a little bit better. No! There we go. Shoulder blades are starting to look like they're there. Making progress. That's better. Right. Now what else does he do?
In torso, I'm going to adjust a bunch of verts in this region to create more shape for the abdomen and the pectoral area. And you'll see that as I move my verts around...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move some more verts around. Often there's always this indentation right in the center of our chest area. So I'm going to define that a little bit better.
Making a few changes to the neck. A note about the neck, the base of the neck is lower in the front than it is in the back. Okay, let's view our model smooth. So I'll hit the 3 key to turn proxy smooth on. And that will dramatically change the volume of my mesh. I'll see that after I smooth it, I have to go back in and adjust everything to fit my reference again. Anytime we smooth, we're going to lose a lot of volume on our mesh, so we have to go through and double check it. This will become very important when we start sculpting. Next, smooth it, I have to go back in and adjust everything to fit my reference again. Anytime we smooth, we're going to lose a lot of volume on our mesh, so we have to go through and double check it. This will become very important when we start sculpting. Next up is the leg connection, and just like on the arm,
leg
we
connection.
have a pair of rows that go all the way around the waist and into the leg. The difference is, in this case, we've added 2 extra faces for the genitals in the front, and on the back, we see that we've got this corner that curves upwards. Now, because of the way we created our cylinders, we should have a pretty good match between the body and the leg. So I'm going to adjust the bottom row on the body, kind of bring that down about the area where the leg is. And then I need to worry about matching things up. So I'll bridge from the back of the body to the front, and I'll create 3 subdivisions on that face using connect faces or insert edge loop or whatever.
Alright, I'm just watching this guy do it.
On the body, kind of bring that down about the area where the leg is. And then I need to worry about matching things up. So I'll bridge from the back of the body to the front, and I'll create 3 subdivisions on that face using connect faces or insert edge loop or whatever. And there'll be 3 rows at the bottom of the body now, and we'll see that that corresponds very neatly to the inside of the leg. We'll see that we've also got some verts that are very close together on the side.
Alright, I'm just going to delete this side. And I'm going to start adding in some more verts. So I've got to move these edges down. Wrong again. No! Stop it! Don't want to do that. Alright, just move these down to further. Now, from what he showed me in the video, there is a duffel bag, which is the crotch area. So, I'm gonna make it define that a little bit more, so I'm gonna get these out there. Reach those. Gonna take it out of that mode for a moment. So how many does he put in there?
So I'm going to adjust the bottom row on the body, kind of bring that down about the area where the leg is. And then I need to worry about matching things up. So I'll bridge from the back of the body to the front, and I'll create 3 subdivisions on that face using connect faces or insert edge loop or whatever. And there'll
Okay, so he makes 3 of them. the middle. Yeah, I done goofed on the bottom of this guy over here, but I'm gonna keep inserting these edge loops here. That's a bit of a done goof. Right, how does he do this?
3 rows at the bottom of the body now, and we'll see that that corresponds very neatly to matching things up. So I'll bridge from the back.
Oh, he's only got 1. I done goofed again. But it's okay.
Front, and I'll create.
Alright, let's try and fix his thing here.
3 subdivisions on that faces and connect faces or insert edge loop or whatever. And there'll be 3 rows at the bottom of the body now, and we'll see that that corresponds very neatly.
Okay, so he does something like this. Oh, I forgot that one. Oh wait, no, I should have kept them yet. Never mind. Ha! That is awesome. It will make combining objects so much easier. Alright, let's fix this here. Right, there we go.
Start connecting these together, and then I'm going to cut another row up above into the torso using my multi-cut tool. So we're defining those 2 separate rows that we saw on the completed version of the model. Now I'll add a division to this edge here and then just merge it down to kind of close that off. I'll fill this hole here, and then I can connect those.
Ah! Okay. I get you. Alright, so I gotta move this over. That's another thing I done goofed about. I gotta fix a bunch of these vertexes from the other day. I've been lazy.
The city of 1,000 planets is under attack. Find the threat and eliminate it.
Stupid commercials. Okay. Carpe Modit. I don't understand your question. I am sorry, sir. Now, just to let everybody know, I used I used a real-life model from this, and this guy's crotch was already filled in, so it's not my fault that his crotch is so big! Also, there shan't not be any dingleberries in this chat room! If there is any.
Front view reference. And overall, I'm just tweaking to try and match the anatomy. Now I'll turn back to the back of the body and look at making a connection here. I'll just merge those two verts on the outside of the leg together, and that's similar what corner. Now we have to get rid of the five-sided face. I'll make a few adjustments here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect diagonally that bottom corner there. Then I'll just connect a...
Okay. So this guy has a bigger... This guy managed to figure out the butt problem. There we go. I was saying there we go to my ear scratch. Oh, that feels so nice. Okay, human enough. Let's move on.
Across that bottom row on the butt there, I'll make a few more changes to just kind of fit the anatomy a little bit better in this region. And then I'll collapse that edge right there and delete that bottom corner, and suddenly we'll see that we're
why can't I insert edge loops there? Whatever, I'm just... Or multi-cut, I'm just gonna search edge loops, because... It's making me mad! I'm going to kill you! I say. See how that works. That worked. Yay. Alright, now that I got edge loops there, I'm gonna fix that butt. First I gotta get rid of these edge loops because I don't need them. It's kinda crowded. Alright, that fixed a few problems. There we go, we have a proper butt. Oh, why is that? Oh, there's a problem there. That's why it's acting up right there. So I gotta move that. I'm gonna delete that vertex. There we go. I have to remember to delete vertexes, or else it's not gonna work out. Alright, let's show that. Let's show all. Let's see how that butt looks. Oh. Not that great looking of a butt. Oh, there's a problem. Yep, I thought so. Alright, so some little interesting problem here with muscle structures. needs a little bit more definition. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are some spots right there. So let's go ahead and get those edge loops in. I want that in that view. Alright. Neck. I gotta get work on that neck.
I'll just adjust positions globally.
Oh, and I gotta probably go. Yeah, his chest needs a little bit more definition. Stop clicking on the other. I'm gonna hide this. Show all. Isolate it. There we go. If you guys were to look at my belly fat, it would be... It's out here. My belly fat's out here. That's my belly fat. In reality. That's about as much belly fat as I got. I've actually had a lot more in the past. It's something like this. Yep, I had about that much belly fat, but now I got about half that. But still not healthy for you, but still. I've managed to shave off a lot on the chest and most other areas because you do build up fat everywhere else.
Anatomy. And while we're doing this...
Okay, so it's the back of the neck. animate 3D characters. I'm just getting to the phase of making them. So anyway, I'm going to take a break for a bit, and I'll be back later today, hopefully. Hopefully in the next couple of hours. I need a nap really bad, so I'll see you guys later. Bye. Where's the Livestrream? There it is. Bye.